even some people around us, you know, if haters,
Yeah.
you get more haters.
Oh, all the time.
Sorry, man. Like you get more haters.
If you don't have any haters, you ain't doing nothing
Yeah.
right. You ain't out there. We need those people to push forward because that means we on your radar.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hello, brother.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good.
Second time. That's
time.
how we're going.
Yeah.
On the way when we met each other for some reason, and there's always more things coming. And your birthday coming soon.
Yeah,
27.
man. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm getting old, but
hard, man.
It's a beautiful thing, you know, to get to experience another year, you know, and I'm grateful. The possibilities, you know, are endless. It's endless. So, voila.
How old are you?
Me, you know what? It's funny. I feel like when we start to get older, it's like, how old are you, right? I feel like it's
but it's really tricky, you know, because that's the things like you really don't know, you know. Like
right.
I remember I met a guy, also one of my first guests on my podcast, and also I thought it's like 25 something. He said, I'm 54. Like every every also nationality and everything, they looks different, they age different and everything, so it's really tricky question. Because some people like really sometimes cannot compare each other, like, you know, how they look, how they feel, you know.
Right.
Which can be tricky, you know, because I believe you feel very young.
You know, and it's funny that you say that. I love the guessing games, right? And it's funny, right? People, you know, can never guess my age, and it's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
No way.
But how old you think I am, if you'd guess?
Your soul is old as fuck. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm the soul.
Yeah. So it's very hard to say it. I can say.
Oh, he's about to be kind. He know I'm old, but he's about to be kind.
No, I try not to be kind, you know, and I don't try to shoot it to the moon, you know.
Yeah.
But I think 35.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll take that, man.
Huh?
I'll take that.
Okay.
I'm actually older.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Oh, I'm 40 also.
Yeah, see? Look at that.
1985, 6.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah. Oh, me too, man.
Yeah, man. Look at that.
95.
See? Look at that. I look at life too. You're as old as, you know, you feel. I still feel like I'm in my like 20s, but when I start to do certain maneuvers, I'm like, yeah, you're 40.
Mm-hmm. Recover time. That's the thing, you know. It's like, oh my God, what's happened with me, right?
Right.
But I think there's also the way, there's a lot of positivity, you know, with the age, you know. You get things, you know, different. You understand what you want and where to hustle. So when and where to hustle.
Yeah. I feel like too, man, like the way you start to look, you start to kind of hone in what really matters in your life. And you start to kind of put a lot of bullshit aside and you kind of say, you know what, this is what I really, you know, want for myself, this, you know, day and age and state of life. And I think it's always a beautiful thing, right, to get older, right? Because it's like, wow, each year, if we kind of pay attention a little bit, we learn something new, you know. I would say even day by day. And you kind of look back and like, wow, how far I've come. And, you know, I kind of look at life as like, I think experience is the most beautiful thing. And we should never fear being older. Each year we add to our life is another a shot at life to do something amazing.
So what's your goal for this year?
Ooh, what's the goal? Oh, so my goal this year is to really find my community for people, you know, who support, you know, independent music. As you know, it's not easy going against these labels, right? They have unlimited amounts of budget, but now, far as like the platforms out there now can give people like myself a voice. My goal is to find a solid base who support me. I'm on the race to finding, you know, over 100 people who support me on a consistent basis, whether, you know, they're, you know, direct to consumer, buying my music, you know, buying my merchandise. And I want to kind of expand on kind of doing more international shows. But the first thing is I'm building my solid community. So I'm at 25 right now. So we're going to build that to 100.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we are here in Bangkok, right? the Red or BKK.
Yeah.
So it's a good spot in general. I mean, in Bangkok, Thailand, because the people coming here. Some people, of course, the holidays and Muay Thai, but there still is the good spot between the like Asia and the culture, and it's solid community here. I mean, if we just focus on the Bangkok, like we can get everything what we want here, and especially the magic number 100.
Right,
It's
man.
absolutely possible. Even go times 10, right? There's the also goal, to going to the maximum. But the point is like 100. Remember when we talk about the views and everything, like the 100 is. It's solid, if you have the 100 as a community and you build them and you connect with them, you give them value and everything. That's the, I can say, strategy what many people need to understand. Like you don't need crazy views, you don't need to go viral, you just need to have a community. And I'm really like feel great when you told me about your strategy to the connecting with them, call them and everything, how it works for you and how you get this and what's your really point about doing this kind of way.
Sure. First of all, I hope this podcast could get to someone, right? So the first thing is, at the end of the day, yes, we're artists, but the people who are we looking support from, they're human beings too, as well, right? So don't look at yourself as this super rock star where you have people so obsessed with you. You need to give that person the liberty and say, you know what? Hey, I would like for you to come out to my show, Mario. Like, I would like, for that support. And a lot of people, kind of get things wrong. They just kind of blast things out there and they think they're just going to get the support from people. And you're not on a major level, right? So I think the most important part, make that person feel special. Like, hey, like, I just thought of you and, I would really appreciate your support. I like what you do. And also, I also say to them as well, like, if you have something going on, I'm around, I'm going to support. I give the support back. And that's how I'm able to kind of single-handedly get people to come out to support me. And just to kind of add on too for that, far as like the community go, I can get sometime even 30, 40, 50 people show up at my show. But the main thing is having solid people that will actually buy your merchandise on a consistent basis, which is very important.
Yeah. So you make like video calls, you call them.
Actually, everything goes down in the DM,
okay.
Via Instagram. So what I do, I do two things. So I have a direct message that I create, a group in Instagram, and I also have the WhatsApp. So it's Jason Dmore Music, Show Out, I call it. Yeah, I just name it something funky. So Jason Dmore Music Show Out, that's my WhatsApp group. I try not to annoy people, right? Because people got a lot going on in their life. So try not to be sending a bunch of crap. So when I have something intentional going on, I'll let them kind of know about it and stuff like that. And then that's how I'm able to kind of nurture, right? I nurture my people.
I think next step should be calls.
Yes. I mean, absolutely. And you know what? That's going to be my next step. I would like to do maybe like a one-on-one call with my biggest supporters who want to support me on another level. So I want to work out a tier to feel that will make sense.
Yeah, because that's, you can always find a way to document even your journey, right?
Absolutely.
That's why it's the amazing guy here, which I'm always, dream of this one thing, shout out for AC.
Yeah.
Because that's the documenting part, and I think many people would love to understand how important they are for you if they realize, where you are, So that's the good things about the, be transparent and then like every person, it's count and matter,
Right.
That's amazing things because they even don't know how it's important, for themselves because they see like, oh, my appearance matter, and my support matter, because we lost of the game of the number, like we lost the things like, oh, doesn't matter if I call, doesn't matter if I vote, Actually, I have some fighting with my girlfriend, about the things about the choice and decision and things like how the voice is important. And we realized like the voice is important if you make the action also, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the action matter, right? But that's everything what you do through your appearance, your small steps coming here and everything. It's a big move, for everything, So we need, I think, explain everyone like your action matter. And even if you don't see the results right away, that's always come back to you as a karma. We live on the country who believe on this one. So I think maybe it'll be easier for the local community, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And to add on that, there's so many talented people out there, right? They just lack the consistency. I had to force myself to be consistent, saying, you know what? Some post is gonna suck, and I have to just eat it up and move on to the next post, right? And I feel like you keep on hitting the bat. Eventually, something will hit. You're trying to hit the ball. One is just going to kind of carry all those losses that you felt for the post. But going back to that, at the end of the day, if your post got 100, views or whatever, or maybe you still 100 people still saw that. And if you're able to convert 2 people out of that willing to buy your merchandise, I don't know, for $15, $20, you add them to your list, it's a win. And say you stack that over, 30 days or over 2 months, right? What that can do, for someone. So I think the problem is people think too broad where they need to hone in and kind of niche down. And I think that can be like a game changer, not just for quick financial, but for confidence. When you get someone, you know what, I'm willing to pay that $20 for your merch.
I'm actually I have some idea.
Yeah.
Actually, can you pass me my phone, please? We make some live promotion.
Yeah.
I'll go to your page.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to buy something.
Yeah. Oh, man. First of all, like...
No, but I need it. I
I appreciate you, man. Like,
because I also... Yeah, sorry.
No. I'm just like... I appreciate this whole experience. I felt like there's something happening here, the synergy.
Because then we can also, show what's going on here, because
right.
I like your style as well. I show to many people, like, they fucking love it, man.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That's I feel like the first of all, the cap, the positive attitude. Today I read more, you're like always keep positive attitude.
Yeah. You know what? Because what people forget, we're gonna die one day, right?
Yes.
No, I literally tell we're gonna fucking die one day. So what? You think I have time to be worried about? And I'm not trying to be like, we're gonna have our days that shit just feel like it sucks, but we have to remind ourselves like there's someone who's not gonna get another shot at today.
Yep.
Right? Not to get too deep, but
yeah, I mean, it's the reality, It's the reality. We can talk today right now, but basically, many people hear this and listen, and they, that something happened in their life yesterday, weeks ago, and everything. It's getting closer to us. Maybe also we get younger, older, and at the same time, we also see like we touch more people, which is the possibility that's higher.
Absolutely.
So that's the reality. And even if you talk about like story about something going on, it's happened. Everyone lose someone.
Absolutely.
And then that's not anything bad. It's just reality. That's I think is the beauty to have the positive attitude, right? So you need to, right, for the one who left us, and for the one who's still with us, and for the one for beyond the future, because you don't want to be the sample for anybody from your family. You're the one who suffer.
Absolutely.
Right? And you don't want anybody who suffer because of you. You're dead.
Well said.
I don't want.
Well said.
I really don't want to spend. I don't wish anybody from my family to even spend 10 seconds, 1 second, to like really have the negative, bad day because of my death. Should be opposite, and embrace the time when we have on this earth and spend time together. Even today, like me and you, we'll die. So why don't fucking be,
Why you think I came here with a smile and like, I'm just happy. I'm just like a genuinely, happy person. I'm just happy to wake up every day and just like my limbs, I have everything. I'm able to move. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. The perspective, right? We know that the perspective. Yeah, like you really can complain. Like you have the one life and you can complain. We know a lot of things for Gary Vee, and to be honest, like this guy, show this attitude, and I think sometimes, I go to the hustle mode, but the hustle mode, like, really focus on the craft, but at the same time, the empathy from the, other people, it's really hit me, because that's all it's matter, like even some people around us, you have haters.
Yeah.
You'll get more haters.
all the time.
Sorry, man. Like you get more haters.
I mean, hey, if you don't have any, and it's an old saying, if you don't have any haters, you ain't doing nothing right. You ain't out there.
Yeah.
We need those people to help us to push forward, because that means we on your radar.
Yeah. And at the same time, they're the one who also, see us, watch us. Of course, the algorithm, but at the same time, nobody have this attitude, like really wish deep inside. You know what I mean? Like they have something going on in their life, and they express themselves on this way.
Yep.
I don't see this any different way, because I met some kind of people like this. So I see for them is the releasing way, right? So if they, catch me on and I'm on the front of them, and there's the comment under the YouTube and everything, it's like, yeah, I can handle. I wish you the best, but I know something going on. So good luck, man. But I know it should be never stop me, to doing this one, because it's not about what they want. They don't want also.
Right.
This looks like this, but they really don't want. They need this, and I think because we're strong enough to handle this, so we should even prove them like, hey, man, it's okay,
Right.
I'll be still doing what I'm doing,
Right.
So you will not stop me, but I wish you the best,
And you know what pissed me off the most, and that a person can get like 10 amazing comments, and they just let one person mess everything up, mess their whole day up, and kind of like, and they start fixing. What you think that's about, man? Like,
fuck, man, no. You tell me, because like, I'll be not stopping talking about this one.
No.
But I know what you mean.
It's just like, we have to hone in the power within ourselves and understand, back to what you're saying, with people, and it's what they feel inside, right? It's not personal, right? So if you let that one comment, that one person disturb you, you need to check how you feeling, inside, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't know this person from a hole in the wall. So you don't matter. You don't count. You know who count? The people who matters to me the most. That's who count. So I don't understand why is it, but maybe I understand it is because some people maybe just like have that bit of a doubt within, and then sometime it could kind of like, But I'm curious for your take on that.
I think it's also the test, like to show how you can handle, because if you don't have the perspective, you cannot be also stronger. So I think that all the suffer, all the pain, if you don't have this one, you don't have the perspective, right? So, every time it's coming to us, because it's not mean it will disappear.
Right.
This will be still person who comment like this, you'll be still the situation with the people like this. So the only things, how you handle this. If it still bother you, it means like, hey, you need to do something about this one, right?
Right.
Because, like you said, not only you suffer, but also people around you. Because you put 10 minutes to this person, 1 hour, sometimes whole day, and the people who you love and they love you, and they call you, and you're you not answer from your family and everything because you're thinking about some dude who comment you. That's fucked up. That's something what you really need to like sit and understand, like who I give my time and attention, right? To this person or to my people, right?
Exactly.
And I think it's about this one. Just test constantly. If it's come up and you put the attention, it means, hey, you still didn't figure out, man. Like, you still don't get it. This person appear, and you see this person as long you didn't fix the. I can say the focusing on the important things. Yeah, you're right. It's you need to know who have value. The same I think about in general the politics and everything. If you put attention on the things what's going on in the world, you always find something important. Of course, on this one, like you need to know what's going on. Yeah, but I'm rather to know what's going on with my father.
Exactly.
Like
Something more meaningful.
Who is president of this country? Who won the election?
Right.
Who is on the Epstein
exactly.
files? What they're like.
It's too much time. It's too much time that we're wasting it, and it's like one thing we can't get back is time. You can always make money. You can run out of money, make it again, run out of money.
Yeah.
But time, you can't go back 5 years.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to really focus on what truly matters, for ourselves at the end of the day. And I feel like that would kind of give us the guidance and understand, like, I don't know what I'm going to be faced with the next day, right? Because we can't control other people's emotion, but I can control my emotion. I can say, you know what? You don't count. Block or goodbye. I'm on a mission here. I don't got time. If it ain't constructive, criticism, if it ain't trying to propel me to it, I ain't got time. Good luck to you. That's the way I try to kind of, deal with things,
Where's the music between this positive life?
Yeah, where's the music? So let's talk about, I felt like music was a gateway for me to, express myself. I came from a really rough environment from, Flatbush, Brooklyn. I grew up with people who died at such a young age. They didn't really get a shot at life. They were 16 years old, 17 years old. They were into a lot of, gangs, violence, and all this stuff. And I needed a gateway, for myself to kind of express myself. So I used to kind of like write, telling stories. I was into, poetry. I love to kind of, talk shit. I would talk shit about what happened in the day, and I'll just kind of put it all together, what I went through, and, people who are no longer here, with us and stuff like that. And then I kind of start getting the confidence like, oh, wow, Jay, like you're a storyteller. But it's funny because I didn't really put it out there like that to people around me that I was making music because I didn't really have the confidence, but that was something I was doing like in my spare time, kind of like, behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I kind of got into music around, 17 years old, 16, writing and, poetry and all that stuff.
So it's also spreading the message right now, right? Because, your texts are positive. That's
right.
That's not the street.
No.
It's very positive, message. And that's why it's hit me. And I show the people, it's like, fuck, same dude, like I just use my podcast, use this music, like.
My music is like, I create music for that good feel music, people who like to have, dance and have a good time, just like kind of let loose. Like, I love to see people just like, right? If I'm going out to have a great time. I'm not going out to just take a sip of this or sip of that. I'm going out to like, no, we gonna party, we gonna have a good time. And then later I'm like, yo, we had a night. That was the vibes. And so I like to create that music for people to just like really, have a good time. And for people who are, it's funny, but I feel like I create music for people who are overthinkers. I feel like when you listen to my music, you don't really need to really think. You can just, what? All right,
who are for overthinkers?
For overthinkers, yeah.
I think, fuck, like, I think we are all overthinkers, That's the thing. I mean, because, when I also came here, to Bangkok, right?
Yeah.
I make my life, quite, I don't say predictable, but in general, was not much, tension from the other, people, other source and everything.
Right.
Which I never feel it's bad. You just need to adjust and find a win-win, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Because it's not about like, I want to be free. I don't want to, work for someone and everything, which is not true. You always have people around you and you depend on someone, even if you work for yourself. You always have the responsibility, which is great because then you build your structure, build your confidence, build your accountability.
Yeah, accountability.
Yeah,
right.
So it's like it's good, but everything is building.
Right.
You build this on the process. So when you say like the option. I thought it's bartender.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was bartender.
Man,
that's why we're here, right? And we can order something.
Yeah.
That's what we're planning to do. Actually, the big BBJ, Big Bar Jam.
Oh,
that the tiny desk, right?
Yeah.
So that's the place will be for the bar, so we can have the same time conversation on the bar, and then maybe some music DJ even performing and everything. We're still on the plan, and I think you are on the part of the creativity part.
Let's do it.
Because that's the beauty of this one. I'm really fucking falling in love with the creativity, because when I on everything, like in the business, in the art, with the people right now, like there's so much options. When I hear someone say, "Oh, I don't want this one," and like because it's like this, it's like, bro, like there's like 100 ways to do this one, and and so I was like, "Oh, I want this." I was like, yeah, but you can connect with this, and you have this. And like, how you cannot see this, right?
Yeah. So I feel like sometimes people are too hyper-focused on, oh no, this is the way it's supposed to be. Oh no, you can do it this.
Yeah. And that's really crazy, because that's I can say the way what, especially with the music, right?
Right.
We
Yep.
see the, people use the old school vibes, beats and everything, come back to something, but it's never ending, there's never ending. And at the same time,
Repetitive.
yeah, because it's not about also to create something new. It's about, develop your way, for example, to make it. When I start also, do some, helping with my friends, also with follow their passion, but at the same time I realize, how to make some freestyle, rap and everything. So I always thought like there's some way to do it, and instead of just listen to some people and they say like, bro, like there's no rules. You can, find your own way,
Absolutely.
to make the, lyrics, to make the text, to make the beat, to make the vibe and everything. And like, oh, and that was fun, because I was hard for me to follow someone version of to do it, but then I realized like, if I have a beat and then and I add to the text to this, I was like, oh shit, right? And then, like there's still plenty of option to do it,
Right.
Even without fucking text, you can still make it,
Right.
and it's give you like the fun vibe, like you made it, you made to this point, like you cross the border, you see the possibilities, and it's like wow. That's why I think the music and in general like the art is the foundation of the creativity.
Absolutely. And that's why I created the music that I create, hip hop, the new disco. I feel like I wanted to do something a bit different. I didn't want to do what everyone else is doing. I wanted to create music that make people dance, and I happen to rap with it.
Yeah.
So that's my lane, and I feel like I'm trying to bring something, different to the table. I'm playing around with melodies with my new song "We Out Tonight." That's dropping this Friday.
Nice.
I came up with a new dance called the Groove Hop. We're gonna be hopping all over the place. I feel like I came up with something a little clever. So yeah, man, I think I'm on to something, and I'm just having fun with it, Mario. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, that's the process, I'm having fun to connect the dots, like you're absolutely talented and put the
Appreciate
work
it.
on this one. So I love the part when my creativity connect with your art and to see the the connection and the people, what we can make it. It's absolutely genius, and I really want to show the way, how the process looks like. Like we said, we have a documenting story here, even on the podcast. And it's came from this one. There's no any other place when the people thinking like, oh, this happened on the fucking secret door. There's 50 people talking, creating company, music label, this one. No, it's coming on the stories like this. So I think many people need to see like all the behind the scene, because I absolutely know it's how it's supposed to be works. You met someone, you come with some different idea, you open, you are positive, open, and you say like, oh wow, okay. Things happen for a reason, and the people attract people and the vibe attract vibe, and you see that's never-ending story, and if you go to this momentum, and it's even more
greater.
fun. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's even more fun.
And then even just to add on to that, on behind the scenes, I see a lot of people who are creating content now, but instead of them showing the final product, they're actually showing like behind the scenes how it all come together in snippets. So it's like storytelling. So the minute you said that, it really kind of hit me, and I'm like, people are craving behind the scenes, and I wish people can even see what it's like in here. It's incredible, like the whole, the area from the velvet, like it's just gorgeous.
Let's see what is behind the scene.
I feel like I'm walking into New York City in here. Like it's incredible. Like this place is on a whole nother level, I must say.
Yeah, that's why, first of all, it's about people, that's the important part. So I said always like place without the people, without the soul, it doesn't matter. So, and we create the amazing team in here. So no matter what, we try to keep the way, with everyone talent, everyone have some skills, and we always discover ourselves all the time. When someone comes like a waitress, bartender, everyone have some skill, above everything,
Absolutely.
They just stuck on some way, maybe don't have people who show them created this, It's the same with the art, like you just need to have sometimes good foundation. Sometimes one person open your door, but the red door. So
the red door, exactly. I like that one.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense, because this possibility is the red doors, or red carpet, the style and everything, and you want to feel the special, like some people. I like for example, like my country, when you can sometimes wear something, different style and everything, like a suit and everything, which I also want to, maybe we make some event, like a suit, you know what I mean? Like a gentleman place and everything. So it's allowed to also to feel the vibe, like something different, unique when you to present yourself, but on the nice, positive way, not just to pretend, but absolutely be free and make the role, be creative about the art, still be you, But on the environment when it makes you feel like, okay, that's something unique, that's nice feeling. The people are fucking like legit,
Right. I'm just curious, right? Because I'm still processing this whole thing. So what brought this vision alive to you? Like you wanted to do this whole VR stuff with what's that about?
I believe the VR it's something what is already exists in general, So I was big fan of the conspiracy theories before, and of course if I would continue this, I would die. So not make sense to go
the
deeper.
Joe Rogans,
the Joe Rogan, the Matrix, Neo, and the simulation stuff, fucking quantum theory and everything. But yeah, of course I believe this shit, and I just don't go deeper, just to have my own life, because it doesn't matter what we believe. If it's fucking flat, it's earth of globe, it's all about us, all about the people around you, So you can have your true, but in general you always lose if you try and convince people for your own religion, belief system and everything. You always lose. It's not about the conspiracy theory, like they want to us be diversificate and then separate from because of the different opinion. But in general, I believe we're living on some kind of simulation, and I believe we as a people are able to choose two roles. One is you are absorb information, on the one who you create, and 100% I know you're the creator. You rather, even if you're scrolling and everything, you rather to put your content upfront and people consume than be the consumer, right?
Absolutely.
I'm still consumer. That's why I'm trying to do more, to be more creative, to afraid less of the people opinion, to encourage others to join you in the journey, because on the deep inside, I know they want this. I know.
But you're creative right now. Look what you're doing.
I know, but that's always the levels, right? And definitely we want to go to the maximum of our potential. It's not connect with the ego, like many people can think like, oh, you want more and more. Yes, I want more. If you're a UFC fighter, you don't think like, oh, I'll be top 15. I lose 3 fights, 1 win. No, you have a people and you believe on you.
Absolutely.
So you want to be number one, and it's not connect with your ego. It's absolutely connect with your craft, with your art, with your soul. And this outcome of this one, you become the best, and you want to have the people around you who want for you the best and for them the best. So that's the things. You don't fight for the millions, you fight for your team.
That's such a bar, a nugget, as we say. You fight for your team, and that can show us our future too, the people we have around us, right? Are we working together as a team to kind of, this person could do that, this person could do this, and then that's how we can kind of like, take things to a whole nother level.
100%. You told me also you work with the people, with the team who help you, support you. So you do it for them, because they also put the heart and the effort. So you have more, I can say, the pressure from them. But it's it's good feeling, because they fight for you. They put the time, they sacrifice and everything, and do it for them, And
exactly.
And you do it for many maybe fans or something like this. But in general, when you go fight and the people like really put you on this position, you want to give back, That's what I see this about the fighters, and I think it's connected with everything. So if I already, my people who I really like, I want to support them and they support me, even on the many times, without promise, without, money, funds and everything. But I want to keep this level. I want to be real, It's not about salaries. It's about things what people believe. And of course, we are on a different time in our life. But in general, everyone take risk, And then you choose the people who give you the opportunity, give you the foundation. I want to give both, like give the guarantee, foundation, trust and everything, and stable, don't think about the future, don't care about the, situation financially, which is one of the biggest part, being artist, being creator, being musician and everything, because you need to find both things.
Exactly. It needs to be a middle ground. And I used to be so worried about the future, Fuck the future. Think about now. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. The sky may fall, right? So worry about now. Like, fuck the future. I think that's lead people down a bad path, because why I say worry about now, because you worry about the future and you try to look back and feel like you're not where you want to be because you planned this whole future, not knowing life happens. Things get in the way. You might break a toe or so, or something that may, friggin' happen. Who knows? So that's why I think that's a terrible idea, worrying about the future. Worry about now, day by day, and track your progress day by day or week by week.
Yeah, that's the spirit, and I believe also like everything happened for some reason. So even the bad days are actually good days.
I'm about to create a merch. Fuck the future. It ain't gonna be. I'm gonna kind of put little emojis in it. Yeah, because we don't know what the future holds.
Fuck the future?
Fuck the future. Absolutely.
What would be the shortcut? Fuck the future.
Fuck the future. Because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Time is changing rapidly as we know it. We never thought AI would be a thing.
Yeah.
Right? Self-driving cars. We never knew that would happen or even get to see it. Right? Some people that is gone before ChatGPT ever came out. So how the fuck I can worry about the future?
Yeah. I mean, that's always the advice of what I have people. Mario, you need to plan. It's like a plan for what? I know what we're doing is different, and I know I don't do this against to anybody. That's how I function, and I'm going deeper, and when people join me and everything, I won't go to this attitude. It's not about this is the best, but it's me, and I think is there's the core, I can adjust. I can, of course, if it's time and I need to do something, I do, But in general, the worrying about things ahead of us, that's really, deep, because that's what we talk about. My plan about the VR. In VR, you are more immersive. Means your understanding time is different, because if you're scrolling, your brain, how you call this? The brain space.
Yeah, mindless scrolling.
Yeah, so you actually not inside, you are scrolling without using your brain, just automate and everything. The VR allowed us to, for 5 minutes, experience something deep, what you need to have the same, I can say, even dopamine for 3 hours. But then you can always watch something that is more meaningful, because you put more attention. You focus on small details, you see the flower, what many people don't spend anymore, you know what I mean? You're not going to the forest anymore and you see what the fuck is the tree? Look, people don't remember how the, leaf looks like, grass looks like really deep inside,
Wow. I think this mindless scrolling, and it's shown studies, is messing up people's memories because you're consuming too many things at a rapid rate. A person, if you're scrolling for TikTok 15 seconds, you can go to 40, 50, 60 videos in an hour, or even less than an hour. And I think that's destroying our brain power.
Even the dopamine part, being focused on something, it's also a big difference, right? That's why I believe the VR allowed us to not staying there for whole day. Because the phone, you can stay whole day. Absolutely whole day.
Oh, absolutely.
Without any dizziness, of course you can feel not that great for a while, but in general, you don't see this as a negative things. When the kids staying all the time, they don't see negative output, right?
Right.
Because it's not right now. You don't very hard to count how bad it's for you, right?
Right.
If you eat something wrong, you can see I feel bad when I eat this one. But in general, the outcome, it's not go instant. So I believe, if I'm able to put something good on the VR world and I see there's big space for this, at least I can get some impact, and then put people on something what they don't experience for a long time, and they don't need to sit on this one for hours.
Right.
I want people to live outside, but they get inspiration from inside. You know what I mean? If you put your headset and you have a nice sound system and music and everything, and you just sit relaxing for 5 minutes and you listen and fuck.
It's like a nice focused dopamine. Wow, I can actually focus. I wasn't able to focus for the past, few months because I've been mindless scrolling. And now I put this headset on that's just going to put me in an immersive experience. You're going to focus. And it's just wow.
Yeah, because you are there, right? You don't have escape. If you're on the cinema, you are there. If you're on the park, on the zoo, you are there, right? And if you're on the hiking, you are there, right? But on the daily life, it's very hard to be somewhere, right? Instead of your phone and everything. So that's important, to have the feeling. It's not about if it's real or not. It doesn't matter actually. We know, the conversation you have on the call with your mom and you feel amazing.
Right.
So it's not about, oh, you need to be there and everything. That's enough. It's already great to see, your family on the phone and the video call, That's fucking awesome,
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, because I know you asked me about my, 6 months. So I would like to kind of extend that olive branch to you. How do you envision, your vision within the next 6 months?
I don't afraid to even say something, connect with you, because that's what I feel right now. And it's not about my plans, but it's something what I can feel it. And of course, whatever happen, I'll be not crying.
Yeah.
It'll be sad, of course, But in general, that's, I had the people, and I also, it's not about plan. It's about the feelings, and it's not about expectation. It's more about the believing, because I feel like what we're doing right now, right here on the right moment, that's the space what we can absolutely crush it on a positive way, have the impact for 100 people, which I'm also big fan of this one. I want to build with the hard work, with the step-by-step people, one by one, see who is who, understand the community, not make fucking big shot on big ads, using big money and everything. That's always will be great, which I'm blessed, to be, supported by people on my journey. But I want to use this wisely, to not forget about meaning of the one single person, to have more time, to be honest, to have the podcast today and connect with the people who comment after, it's like, oh great, and talk about you to other people, and create already the community, which I think should be our next step, right? To connect me with everyone, who is part of the journey and everything, and start from this one. Your birthday coming soon. I'm very glad, we can make something together, because that's the really foundation of for everyone birthday, right?
Absolutely.
So we can make the sample for everyone. So look, like we create something unique with a nice setup before a podcast, so people know you better. Like fuck, that's something, that's really big. And I feel this, and I see this, and I'm like I said, I'm thankful to have people like AC. I met his sister before. She also helped us with many projects. And actually, have other meetings, connect even today with some brands, companies, and everything. And we have amazing ideas, and but ideas without the people and with the passion, it's nothing. So I know it's about some kind of people. It's not about big crazy numbers. That's what I want people to understand. It's not about viral. It's not about big crazy numbers. It's about small groups when want to bring other people,
absolutely,
hand by hand,
And that's why a lot of people fail. It's not that they're not talented people. They're trying to go viral. They feel like they need to be validated by, but at the end of the day, how many people are actually supporting you, buying your stuff, showing up to your event? That's what truly matters, right? Because I see a lot of artists, right? Everything, the social media looks great, everything, but they can never get, anybody out to their shows. They're not buying any of their stuff. And I'm like, how we're building here, I think there's something off. Maybe we're just looking at things like validating, oh, I need thousands of people
supporting because they're counting numbers, I was also on the truck like this, when I see like, oh, 1,000 people follow me or like me, and then it's like one person buys, so I need to get 10,000, right? But then I forget about the quality of these people and forget about the contact with these people, right? But the same is the journey. So I also, more I do, more I know myself, where I want to go. And I think the place like where we are right now, the physical place, that's the also aspect what can be like of many things, because that's allowed you to have the place when you connect with people, right? When you connect the entertainment, friendship, community, which I think it's something important, because that's allowed you to stay on the party vibe, but it's not me anymore the useless party when you go and you don't remember where you've been last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
So, even your birthday, I think with the sample, like we present, we perform, we show things, we make memories, we document, and everyone will be aware, and they will be part of the journey, part of the clip and everything. It's like, fuck, that's something, that's something. So I'm really looking for this one, because I even don't look on the like a plan, because I think it's come natural. But at the same time, imagine every event like this. Like to be honest, like imagine like I already like feel what can happen. You know what I mean? Like because it'll be content, it will be people, it will be vibe and everything. And like you said, your clips are full of energy, you know, experience. I think your one of the motto can be this. I think
I appreciate it.
Work hard and play harder, right?
Absolutely, and I love what you're saying about the community aspect and the experience and people connecting. I think that's a beautiful thing because at the end of the day, people remember what they feel, right? They felt this amazing experience. Wow, this is different. We got to see this. And then it leaves an imprint on this person, right? One by one. And what happens is, I just can't wait for the next event. What's upcoming? What's next? And I think once you could kind of hone in people on that, they're just like, you have them like, you got my support. This is amazing. Yeah. And people know when they come to my event, it's high energy. Everyone dance. Everyone have a good time. A nice, great crowd. Everyone is not the stuffy type crowd. Everyone is just like cool, easygoing with each other and connecting.
Yeah, because if you meet these people, and I like you know, even on the club sometimes, if you go deeper, like, and someone understand what's your foundation, then it's much easier to reconnect with someone. Because if you go like on the random place, you don't have the preparation. It's like there's some party like you show like you're single or something like this, you know. And I think like people need this, you know, because that's way that to save your time, energy, and everything. Because you don't want to waste your time for the random people. I like the spontaneous things, right? I'm okay with this to meet someone. But to be honest, like you don't go to the place who you know the chance you meet someone value is very rare, right?
Right, exactly.
Because you want to be the smart and to choose the right environment. You set up the things. You go to the gym to also maybe meet many people who work out, right? So that's clever. You go, you know, with a place, or you meet the girl on the right place, situation, and everything, because the chance you meet someone valuable is higher. So it's the same on them having a place like this. If people on the some kind of music, I absolutely know people who follow you and they listen to you and everything. That's already people who have represent something because they understand the vibe, they feel you and everything. Especially when they see you like the behind the scene. So that's create really good crowd. You know, it's like a fuck. I remember like my friend came to Philippines with their own friends. It was my best friend. And we organized like 2 weeks, you know, holidays for everyone. And like I was surprised, like he bring like 14 people, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this people?"
Yeah,
you know, like one is like a podcaster dude. He's amazing haircut guy. Yeah, like everyone was like you know, like top G. You know, like haircut guy who do it fucking podcast with the people. You know, other like from fucking, you know, Facebook manager. This one, you know, everyone have some talents. You know, some like really personality. It's like wow. That when I go party with them, I feel like I'm the fucking VIP, like the best. No, we've been absolutely because it was the bachelor party, right? So we have like a last supper with the old dudes and everything. But it was like a 12 or something. Because it was the guy, so it was like a 12 of us, and you know, one my friend was the Jesus. So the Paul was like I will meet make a picture like the last supper, right?
It sounds like a wild time.
It was wild time. It was wild time, man. It was wild time. And then I feel like wow, I'm surrounded with all the fucking apostles. You know, with all the fucking amazing people. It's like that was amazing, and I believe like that's the like amazing feelings if you know about this team, this people. You meet so many great people. You come back, it's like fuck.
But you know what you're getting, right? You know, and that's the thing. What is so beautiful creating a community? People know what they're getting, where they're going. Because I feel like a lot of people do when they go out for the experience. People are lacking that community, right? They go out, they don't know what they're getting, and they're not really connecting with people. They go out, spend all this money, have a drink, just to go. I'm like, feeling like crap the next day. But did I make any connections? Am I meeting really good people? I feel like people suffer with this type of thing. So I think what would be really cool if people, you know, when they go to the place, they know they're going to have some amazing conversations. They know they're going to connect with amazing people, and people who are open to meeting other people and connecting with people.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah, but this must be trigger, you know, and the music, entertainment, fun, show, chicks. Sometimes that's the trigger, you know. You need to use some kind of, I don't say manipulation, but because I believe that you need to be smart about this one, because you know it's very hard to show people the podcast as something interesting if you don't make the clips like this, if you don't make reels like this, because you work with the people attention, which is 10 seconds.
10 seconds,
right?
That's
or
all
even
you
less.
got.
Well,
That's all you got.
Even less, right? So you need to really like catch them, right, with something, right? And later when they have a chance to listen more, to know you better, it's like, oh, this dude is actually not what I think. Yeah, but that's, you need to use the, your ability to be smarter, to learn about the craft, not only about being showman, but at the same time attract people to your crowd,
Absolutely.
So totally understand people who like, you need to be yourself, you want to do your old school and everything, but not this time. You need to really get people attention somehow, and they use this as advantage to later to have the community.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So
Like,
you got to wheel them in, and then use your skills or whatever to kind of really get them into your world, to making that
because like
connection.
I believe like the podcast is a deep things, right?
Yeah. Oh,
but we
absolutely.
also know to get people to listen more, you need to show them the demo, the trailer, like what they can get and everything, like the hook, right? So that's why you need to do it, on someone need to do it, right? Because it's very hard to do alone, because if you love the music, your craft, your vision, and what you present, that's the one part. But at the same time, someone can have skills about the marketing, promotion, advertisement, getting amazing videos, right? That's another skills, and you don't need to do everything alone. I lived before like the Koh Samui, and I see the people in like Koh Phangan have skills like a yoga, meditation, everything, and they're like quite outsiders, and of course hippie, and and they try and like play against the system, but you have some talent, but without monetization, it will be very difficult for you to survive.
That's why they struggle with, right? A lot of, they come as coaches or whatever, and they try to like kind of play in the game, and kind of like, and unfortunately, if it's like you said, if it's not monetized correctly, you find yourself like, whoa, I'm not really making money here. This is,
and it's not connected with I want to mainstream and everything. No, like, find a way. The same way you find a way to be a yoga teacher, It's the same journey, the different path. It's not me to be connected with the materialistic world,
right?
With the, chasing money and everything. Absolutely not. Because you can find so many ways to monetize this, giving to the society, improve yourself, have money to buy things for your family, sometimes necessary, sometimes not, but there's no other way. You need to correlate with the energy, with the money. And you see like most of the people, like, we even don't talk about the money, right? Like,
I think that's the thing too, even about the money. I think it's great, people who are coaches and different things, at some point you got to learn to have a skill set too, meaning you got to know how to sell yourself. People buy from people who they like, right? So I think that's a very important step that some people miss. Like, it's great but you are selling a product, right? You want to make people feel good about themselves, meditation, or what have you. And I think that's where some people struggle, along the lines of not knowing to sell themselves, or there's a selling mechanism to that you're going to able to have a lifestyle, right? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to
we make the ChatGPT like no, absolutely, absolutely, but that's the creativity beside this one, because it's not only about the be creative on one field. You need to be creative about this part. That's what I see, like my message and my understanding now, even documenting the story, is to showing people like there's always a way to make business, but the business can be connect with your passion. The passion can be connect with your people. The people can be connect with your assets, what you have. I see with the most of the people who I connect, there is no conversation about the money. I really like you feel this there. We talk about money, but there's no, because everyone put their own assets, and I want to be very clear, because I understand everyone can be in a different position, which I am also sometimes the same position when we hustle and they're trying to get something, have our own shit going on. But at the same time, I'm mostly surrounded the people who need this. So why we don't put attention for a while, our own skills, assets, possibilities, and everything to change the situation.
Absolutely.
Right? Because the situation can change absolutely every time when you put the work, when you just do it something for the highest purpose, I don't want to do this, to constantly moving from, day one, end of the month, the salary and everything, because I know I can do it. We know there's, open gate for us for this one, right? And the standard way, right?
Right.
And I don't see any wrong with this one, the same what we talked before, to have a day job and everything. But there's always way to even shift the day job for something additional.
Absolutely.
To be the masterpiece of the day job and maybe show the people you work, you are able to do something different. Without asking, without want extra money, just do something more without expecting something, right? What people stuck, because they think everything what they do must be monetized. Everything what they do, someone need to see, which I think is wrong in some way. Even if some people look at me as a boss, I don't think it's the way. Even for myself, I don't want to show everyone need to see what I do, because sometimes it's about the results.
The results. Yeah. To add on to that, as far as like the money thing, to be honest, in the last 3-4 years is when I really started raising my hand and saying like, hey, would you like to support me? Offering, my merchandise and stuff like that. And I think even from experience, and maybe people have different experience, but I think the common thing is people afraid, maybe if they feel like my product is not worth XYZ, why am I afraid to ask for that money? And I feel like it's an unforbidding topic, right? About money. Like, how I'm going to be perceived. I'm now asking you for, it's, I don't know, $100 from, I'm like, whoa. Like, am I nuts for doing something like this? Or how I'm going to feel for that person is going to say, you know what? No, this is a no, I would absolutely not pay for that product.
So it's also about the people and the way where you are.
Yep.
But I think it's always will be something. That's why it's a challenge, because if it will be easy, then it's, you don't feel great when it's happen, right? But that's sooner or later, you everyone figure out the way how everything works, and it's maybe will be connect with your more self-esteem, maybe on the way how you present yourself, maybe the sales skills and your even presence like on some meetings.
Yep.
Because and some people see something different on you than other people, and sometimes the things like on one place there's some samples with the water, like water can cost, like in Thailand it's like let's say over even dollars, okay, 50 cents, right? And on the shop, right, 7-Eleven. On the airport, $5, right?
Right.
On some restaurant, $8, right? So it's the same water. So it's not about the water, it's about location.
Right. It's about location, right? I love that. Right? I love that, right? Because you can get a water from $1, right? And then you'll get someone who flipped that same water for $5. You'll go in the airport, it's now $7, $8 for that same
crazy.
water, but different location. I love that, analysis.
So that's the environment, environment that changed the place, because that's the also question what I'm really, balancing, and of course about the value and about the value of your work, about your product and everything, because you can sell, product for everyone, cheap product for many people. You can say expensive product, more value product, let's say, or high price ticket, they call this, for less amount of the people, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same work, to be honest, because this is challenge, and nothing wrong with this or this. But the things with on the middle, that's the also trap, because who can pay this? I don't think it's worth it. I'm not worth it. They don't have it, So that's you always put your abilities down, and then you put the other abilities up, and you compare, But that's the journey about this one, yeah.
And that's why I learned too with music how different ways. Like I have my merchandise that I sell. I actually started to create custom songs. I got my first 3 sales. I created a song for a wedding. I got commissioned to do a song wedding. I charged $300,
nice.
For that. So I said like, wow, I could sell this like on Etsy, and I got amazing review. I'm like, wow, I just opened up another rev stream by creating, custom songs for people experience. And I'm looking, as I start to grow with that, I'm going to raise it, even higher. And I started charging for features, $500, for a feature on a song. But I had to build up to that confidence to say, I am worth it. And this is my cost.
How you get a Neo?
Oh, great question. We're gonna get into that. I know I know that was coming.
I think I know.
I think, so I got connected through a great friend that kind of connected me, with him. And he was like, oh, you know what? He just don't work with any and anybody. Even if he's gonna kind of endorse you, he really have to see that there's something there. So I kind of sent my stuff over, and I sent the Rush song. I'm like, can you kind of like, you know, give me a little alley hoop? Can you do an intro on my song? And I'm like, what that's gonna look like? And I know, you know, he has this major label behind him. You know, even him to get to say a letter on your song is gonna, you know, especially going through clearance on the song itself and using it visually to in music video, it can be very, very complicated. And so he connected, one thing connected to a next. He said, I love your work. You know, I see your potential. And he said, let's do it. And then he sent me over some stuff, and then he cleared it. He did it and cleared it. And then, we did Rush. And that point in time showed me that I can really, really do it. And it's just crazy how things are happening, right? Because we all, you know, have a story. I'm working with another global artist, which is pretty major. This should happen hopefully by next week, that I'm gonna be, you know, announcing. So I'm just kind of putting my eggs in a basket, and people are connecting me for whatever reason. I don't know, like, and I appreciate this, you know, so much, you know, to God. You know, people putting their trust into me, you know, it's like, hey, I want to connect you with this person. I see a lot in you. I want to get these people because I'm connected with these big people to kind of, you know, help you out. I see a lot in you, you know, so, man, I'm just on a journey right now. I don't know where I'm going to land, but I know I'm going to land somewhere really good. Exactly. I mean, exactly in the pocket, you know. So
in Phuket.
In Phuket. Oh yeah, that's in 2 days. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. Some horse riding and all that. But yeah, long story short, short story short.
In Phuket also, yeah.
In Phuket, yeah.
Phuket in Phuket.
I'm on a mission, and I still can't believe it, you know, that I've, you know, worked with him and even this upcoming artist too as well. So yeah, man, I'm excited, man. And my birthday here at the Red Door, like, I just want to bring some amazing people together and really like do some amazing things.
It will be, man.
Yeah.
Man, it was a pleasure.
It's a pleasure
to talk to you. And yeah, we'll get the clips done so you can see, and you can see the info, the 27th.
Yeah.
That's your birthday day?
Actually, my birthday is February the 2nd, but my birthday is the whole month of February. I'm Aquarius, so my birthday is the whole month.
You're lucky it's not February 29th.
Oh, no. Why is that not 29th?
Because it's every 4 years, right?
Oh, yeah. It's every 4 Yeah. Makes sense, yeah. But my birthday is the whole month, so that's we're going to turn up the whole month.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Mario. Appreciate it. Cheers. Yeah.
It was great.
Can we do a picture?